How you can send the unlimited number of cover letters to the HRs by fully automation. In this video, the only video that you need to master the NA10, I will be discussing about what exactly we are going to build. We are going to build a workflow in the NA10, a AI agent that based on the details, whatever that you give. For example, if you give the details of company name, HR, description, what is the status, and even your resume, it is going to send them directly into their mailbox. So if you have like 50 applications that you want to do it daily, right? You have 50 plus data. How easy it is by using the NA10. You can do this automation by using the AI agent, and it will generate a beautiful what we call email that you can directly send them into this. So let's see how exactly it can be done and how exactly what is a NA10. We will understand also all these things we are going to cover into this video. All right, let's get started. So first of all, what exactly we are building, I think we have already discussed, which is the email to HR. This is one of the problem statement where I have couple of email ID that I have basically got it from the LinkedIn, right? And I want to basically send them the cover letter with my resume attached. And this was one of the problem statement, and I have to do it for like 30 jobs daily. I was doing it. I thought, okay, let's do one thing. Suppose if I have somehow a Excel sheet with me, how I can basically make sure that, okay, if I have a details about me, this is my details by the way, automatically it will generate a cover letter as well as it will attach my resume and it will send it across the HR. So automatically it will send to HR. So how easy it is, right? Isn't it cool? So first of all, you need to understand what is a NA10. First thing first, if you are watching this, NA10 is basically a secure AI native workflow automation where you can basically start from scratch, and based on the triggers, you can basically do multiple workflows. For example, you can read a data from an Excel sheet. You can basically, this data that you have read, you can basically parse it and you can send emails, you can upload to a Google Drive. Not only that, this is just few things I have told you. You can basically perform IT option, sec option, DevOps option, and multiple things by using this. They have more than 400 plus integration that you can use. I would suggest you that you should basically go with NA10 and just sign in. Just create a free account and you will see a free sign in, a 15 days trial where basically you can use the NA10 for free. And the pricing point of view, the competitions are make.com and even Zapier and multiple ones, but those are very costly. NA10 is very secure, open source, the source code is, and you can also host into your own. I generally use, nowadays we use eless.io to basically add NA10 into our custom domain also. So you can self-host also. If you want, sir, I don't want to pay heavy fees to the NA10 because there are limitation on the workflow, right? So you can self-host also if it is required. Okay. So today what we are going to do, we are not going to self-host and everything. We are going to use the simplest one, which is NA10. Their free trial is more than enough. I'm going to create a new flow. So first thing that you will see, this is the editor which call this as a canvas. In this canvas, what we are going to do is we will have a steps. What is the step-by-step activity that you want to do? We have a problem statement that we want to do. This is inactive right now. You can share this, you can save it, and here you can duplicate it, download it, and you can import the flow also into your NA10 workflow also. So I will be sharing you this. So what I will do is I will just download and I will share this with you also. Right? You can directly import it. If you don't want to try it by yourself, okay, I want to duplicate it, right? I want to see what are the things you have used. You can directly use from here, import from URL or import from file also. Okay. Now, the first thing, which is the first thing, when you click this plus icon, you will see there are, what is the trigger of this workflow? So this is what we are discussing. What is this workflow? Workflow is like exactly what exactly you want to do, how exactly it will get started. So here you can have an option of trigger manually, which means manually I will click a button and I want to start it. Instead, if you don't have, there are multiple ways: on app event, on schedule, on a webhook, on a form submission, on the chat message receive, on any other way, right? So you can have your triggers, whatever you want. By default, generally you can say that, okay, I want to, when clicking on the test flow, this is what I want, right? And please rename this. So what you can do is you can give a name. For example, this is, you can say cover letter sent to HRs, right? From G Sheet or Google Sheet, whatever you want to call it, right? You can add a tag also. This is for your own purpose. For example, I generally add demo whenever it is a demo because I have already created, right? That's why. Okay, so what you need now from this, right? What exactly you need? You need, first step is basically you need data from the Excel file. So here you can see there are multiple options. What exactly you need? So just for search for the Google Sheet. This is what you want, and you want to get basically something. So get a row from the sheet, right? Now here is the interesting part. First thing first, you need to basically add your Google account. So just click on this create new credentials. Here there is an option of auto recommended. click on the sign in button. Right here it will open the link of which Google account you want to use. Just select this and you have your account basically added to this. I have already added, so that's why you will see my account, which is the first one, which is Google Sheet account. Right now, sheet within the documents, this is what we are going to use. Right, and get row, which sheet we want to work on. Right, this is what we want to do. So what you need to do is you need to basically work on this sheet. So exactly, right, so this is the final flow which I'm discussing. So you can give from URL. Okay, this is the URL of the sheet that where we want to work. Right, and what is exactly the tab that you have. For example, sheet 1. So this is the sheet 1, which is this one. This is the tab where we want to work. So this basically contains all the data where we want to email. Right, so that's exactly we are going to select. So we have selected this, and you can test an output. So when you test an output, what exactly you will see, this is called as the input, because we are starting manually, so there is no input. But when it is gone through the Google Sheet basically fetch everything from the Google Sheet, from the sheet 1 tab, and it has figured it out that there is a row number 2 where we have this email ID, this is the job description, and this is the link of the resume. So now we have a separate output that we want to do. Now interesting thing is you can see them into a table also, you can see them into a JSON as well as schema also, which is nothing but a key value pair of exactly the data. I generally prefer to see them into a table or JSON. JSON is something which I understand because I'm a coder, right? But table is something that I am pretty much sure all of you understand also, right? This is what that you need to do. Now from here, left hand side, nothing is there because it's just a manual flow that we are basically doing, right? Just click here, click on save. Now what else you need? Second thing that you need is now a AI agent. This is where the things will start. AI agent. Now what is this AI agent? Now this is an agent which will take the HR email, job description. It will basically get the information. Okay, what is the job description that you have, what is the email that you have, and what is the company name. It will basically prepare a cover letter specially for us. So by taking this as an input, this is the most important thing. Not only that, it will also read the data from here, which is your about you. This is my detail about me. My name is Pramod, QA lead. This is my LinkedIn profile, experience and products. These are the projects that I have done, right? It will read the data from this. So what exactly it needs? It needs, so what I generally do is you can change the name of agent. You can say that this is the brain. This is like a main brain, which is basically making multiple decisions. Now, this agent basically can use a chat model, which is your LLM. You can use ChatGPT here, you can use GPT-4, you can use Gemini, you can use Entropy, which is Claude.ai, you can use the DeepSeek, you can use whatever you want if you have access to them, right? Another thing is memory. Memory basically means do you want to store the data or the queries which are basically set, right? If you want to set them, that you can use it. Tool. What is a tool? Tool is something that this chat model or an agent will be using it. Tool can be, for example, fetching a data about me. Fetching a data about me from a Google Sheet, it's a tool. Emailing to a user is also a tool, right? So this is what a tool is all about. Tools are nothing but a utility. So when you click on here, you can basically create a HTTP request, code request, call another flow if you want to, and there are hundreds of tools that you can basically use. This is the amazing thing that you can do, right? Now, how exactly, Pramod, we are going to use them, right? Let's see. First thing is which one of the LLM that you want to use. Do you want to use the Claude.ai, Azure, which one, right? We will be using the OpenAI chat model, right, which is the simplest one. Here again, you need to add the email ID. So create a new credential. If you have an API key, then it's a good to go. You can get the API key from here, which is platform. So here's the documentation also, how exactly you can get a document this. But if you open this here, if you want the keys, right, you just go to platform.chat-GPT. Here you can platform.openai something. If you go to login, you just need to log in, create a free account also, you can create it. And I would request you to add at least like $2, $3, $5 minimum into this, because ChatGPT API calls take money. They take money, okay guys. So this is something that you cannot do these things, but again, you have to play. So you have to play around with this. So here in the add API keys, you will find the API keys that I have already created. Create a new key. Here you can create a key and just create a free account and everything. And here it will give you all the keys. From the billing point of view, you will see that I have a balance which is 4.52. $5 is more than enough. Just add a balance. Click on this and you can add a balance by using a credit card or something that you can easily add it. So this is where you can create a key, and this key that you need to basically add it here. That's it. This key that you need to add. Your ChatGPT is ready to use it. So we have already ChatGPT set up. Already we are basically using ChatGPT 4.0 Money is something that we can use it. This is the input. Now, what exactly ChatGPT is getting? ChatGPT is getting all this input input that you can reuse, right? But we want to give it to the AI agent. AI agent is something which will basically take all the decisions, right? This is very, very important. Now what we are going to select here are the tools. So this agent basically now can use the tools. Which tools it can use? It can use conversational tools, OpenAI functions, it can use plan and execute, React, SQL, but 95% of the time you will be using the tools agent. What is this tool agent? When you define below basically says that what exactly this tool should do and which input this tool can use. So these are the input that we already have from the sheet that you can see, right? So here what exactly I'm doing, just click on this expression, click on this icon here, you will see it will become big. So what I am telling that what is the input to the chat GPT. So I want to tell them which is the HR email, what is this job description, what is this status code, and what is this resume, and what is the company name. So what I'm using right now, this is what you need to use. So just follow along with me. You need to there that HR email, and you can just drag and drop. This will basically make sure that, okay, this is the email that basically we are using. Now we are basically telling the AI agent that these are the key value pair that we want to use it. So similarly, just drag and drop works. So similarly, what you can do is you can basically tell these are the HR email, job description, status, and even the resume that we already have it. So all of them we have basically added. Now here also you can see the output, which is the okay, I have basically get it from the Excel sheet. This is the input to the AI agent. Now this agent will basically make some decisions. From where we will make the decisions. So this is where the system message will come. Now this will go to the AI. So if just expression, click here. Here you need to write the prompt, which is what exactly you want to do with this data. What exactly you want to do this with data. This is where you need to write the prompt. So I generally use a proper prompt. If you have not seen my tutorial, guys, please see the generative AI session. This is one of the prompts that I have used. You are a helpful agent. You are a helpful job assistant agent. Okay, this is what I have done. Job assistant agent that you have, right? This is what I have written. User information about you. So user information hash I have written. The user is a job seeker. Your task is to get the email from the tools job data and email to the HR one by one mentioning the email ID. Right? This is what you need to do. Now, most important thing you need to do is what about the data? From where we will get the job information? Job information we have got it. I mean to say from where we will get the information about you. Right? So I need some tools, right? So here I am going to add one tool, which is the first about tool, which is your, again, we will get it same thing from the Google sheet. Same sheet we are going to use, guys, same thing we can basically use it, set it automatically only, right? So from the URL, I'm pretty much sure you have the URL with you, right? And from this list, give me 1 second, just select the correct account. And here you can see about you is there. About you is the second tab, which contains my details. This is my personal details which are there. So I have basically successfully added into this. This is my about to. Now make sure that you add the correct name, because the name is very, very important. Nodes should be unique and they should have a correct name. So this is my tool. This tool basically get information from the about you Google sheet. So this is one of the tool. Another tool I want to use is to Gmail, which is to email someone, right? Email someone, because in the end this tool will basically help me to email to the HR. So what I want, it will automatically do send message we want to do. I'll just click this, automatically agent will basically do this. Automatically agent will do this. I don't want to basically mention anything at all. Now this is my Gmail, which is nothing but a send email tool that we are basically using. Click on save. Now interesting thing is I want to store something, which means Windows buffer that I am using, which means you can store the data of the workflows. For example, we are storing 3 only, not more than that. That is more than enough, which is there. Now, but the interesting thing is right now, what is this prompt? I need to go with the prompt now. Okay, so now again, please pay attention. This is just a daytime for the LLM. This is one of the prompt in the generative AI sessions of Testing Academy. I have discussed how exactly you can use it. These things in the video session, in the live session, you must have seen generative AI session that we have done, right? How exactly this is created. So I have just basically added that, okay, available tools. What are the tools available? Tools are available like job data, which we have created. Do email. The name should be do email. You can basically do email also, or Gmail, whatever. It will figure it out by itself. About you, we know, which is nothing but the about to. And Dirk mark as a read status. This one is not needed, so we are deleting it. So we have 3 tools which are available. It means if you click on save, we have 3 tools. 1, 2, and window buffer is nothing there, right? So this is about you and Gmail. So Gmail, you can change this to do email. This is the tool name that I have added, because in the here I have specifically mentioned that this is a job data. Job data is nothing but this. Everyone, this is not a tool. This is just a job data. This is not a tool, by the way. It's just a flow. that you have, right? So here I can say this is my job and this is my get job data. Okay, and this is just a get data. So it will get the job data, get jobs data. Actually it should be get jobs because multiple jobs will be there. Gets job data about you and everything. One thing which is not available is, one tool is still not available, job data. Job data is not available, we'll add it later. Okay. Process. So process is the correct prompt, which is nothing but we are saying that, okay, carefully examine the email that you are getting from here and job description. Based on that, generate a cover letter. So you need to generate a professional email letter. Based on this, you need to analyze the important thing, which is the details about me. So here I have specifically mentioned that you need to decide which tool based on the we have to use and mark the sheet when it is done. This step is still not done, but again I can mention that, okay, still that we did want, suppose this is we wanted in the future, but right now what we are doing is decide which tool you need to use based on the important. So it will automatically figure it out that I need to use do email. Okay, eventually, because these are AI agents are very smart. Here you can say that other context, discuss about your project from the about to tool. This is specifically I told because I want to make sure that my projects are also added into the email, right? So this is all about this. Okay, now click on the test step. When you run it, right, error, Windows buffer and something, which will definitely you will get it, no worries. Click on save, right? What we are getting, let's see. So what you need to do is run it again, right here, and after that you just need to run by clicking this button. Okay, no session move, something found. What you need to do is this one we don't need, so here you can say define below. What we need, one second, let me see what we can add here. Session ID. Okay, I think we can add this thing. Give me 1 second before. Define below, and we will say that remembers the detail. So here I have just mentioned that, okay, key is remember the details of company and website. That's it. I want to basically remember. Just remember it for 3, 4, 5 things. Okay, click on save. Fair. So I think our agent is ready. So now from here, just click on there and click on test overflow. You will see it is getting the date. Right, so now it is running about you. It has got the about you. Now exactly what will happen is double click here. You will see that, okay, it will just try to do the output. It will make a call to the chat GPT. I have successfully sent an email to this, and you can see that I have successfully sent email to this, which means our do email also works. So let's see if we have got the email or not, right? So let's see. So here we have the email ID, email, dear hiring manager, I want to express you that this is my email, this is my this, and beautifully we have our resume also attached, which is there, right? So this workflow works like a charm, like a amazing thing. So this is what we have basically successfully created. So this is the only one. So tools and capability, guys, this is one more thing you can do. You can basically output into another Excel sheet also. Another thing you can do is you can get the data from the LinkedIn also. If you, instead of getting the data from the Excel file, you can use a tool. For example, you can use a LinkedIn tool which will basically get the data of a job and everything that you can, because there are a lot of LinkedIn job RSS are available. You can basically find it, and those basically you can use it also. So here you can find on Reddit also couple of things which are basically there, right? I hope this helps. I will share this link in the chat. If you need it, just give me yes in the chat. I needed this template. I'm creating a lot of them. I just wanted to show you that QA job notification, cover letter to HR, job assistance, multiple ones we have basically created, the utilities which we are working on. I hope this was the simple one. More complex one we are basically going to understand, right, in the upcoming tutorials. Thanks a lot for watching. Do give a subscribe and like. I'll see you in the next video, and do sign up there in the below for the Skool community also.